Welcome back. We're following developments out of Central Africa this morning, where the Rwandan-backed M23 rebel group have claimed they've captured the city of Goma. This is in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. You see it here on the map. The UN and other aid agencies report hospitals in the city are now overwhelmed, treating hundreds of patients with gunshot, mortar and other wounds, while dead bodies lay in the streets there. This is quite serious. For more on this, I'm joined by the West Africa Bureau Chief for the New York Times, Ruth Maclean. You're joining us from Dakar in Senegal in West Africa. Ruth, help us understand what's happening in Goma right now, considering it's an escalation of unrest that's been taking place there for some time.
Good morning. Yes, the situation in Goma right now is very uncertain, I would say. M23 rebels declared that they had captured the city, which is in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo. That was very early yesterday morning. And since then, most of the residents of the city have been hiding at home, waiting to see what will happen. There's been gunfire ringing out over the city all the time. So people are just cowering and waiting to see what will happen. There seems to have been a battle or several battles for the capture of this city. And it comes at a really difficult time for Goma because people have been pouring out of the countryside in the DRC, trying to seek shelter, refuge, wherever they can, and finding it in this city, sometimes just on the edge of roads or out in the middle of nowhere with no protection. And the thing is, the rebels have been right behind them. So they have been marching on this city they've announced that it's been in their sights, and now they say they've taken it. It's not 100% clear that they have control of the whole city. That may take some time, but certainly we are hearing that the Congolese army, many members of the Congolese army, seem to have abandoned the city, and people have seen M23 rebels marching through its streets.
And Ruth, help us understand the significance for the rest of the world. I know that during my time being based in South Africa, one thing that struck me is just the size of the DRC. It's so huge. Its capital is in the west. The government has a hard time controlling Goma much further in the east. And I understand these M23 rebels are backed purportedly by Rwanda. So why is it significant for the rest of the world that this group has captured Goma?
Well, the US and the United Nations have both said that Rwanda is backing M23, and many Western nations would now agree with that, and also would agree with the statement by the UN that Rwanda has several thousand troops currently in Eastern Congo. It's basically the most recent escalation of a conflict that has been going on for decades and has involved many different players in the region. It's sometimes called Africa's World War, and it's been responsible in different times for the deaths of millions of people. And right now, millions of people in Congo are displaced. So it's a hugely significant conflict for that region. And, you know, it's the second biggest displacement crisis in the world. And the DRC itself is very rich in rare minerals, which are very useful to all of us there in our phones and our computers. And what the UN has said in its report is that the M23 rebels are trying to exploit those minerals. For example, last year they took control of the biggest coltan mining area in Eastern DRC. So, you know, some experts say that this is about minerals, it's about land, it's about a battle for the control of this contested region, you know, that has been in conflict for many decades now.
Many have described it as Africa's World War. If you care about humanity, you must care about this. I'm appreciative of you, Ruth, for helping us understand what's happening. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.